And we are back, and this evening we'll be talking to Isaac Woodby. I talked to him back in 2018 when the Bat Cave dance thing that his animation company Monster Truck Ninja put together and became viral. And they've done some new projects since then. So I thought it'd be a great time to catch up with him. I've known Isaac, since 1999 when we were both in the same national fraternity, and since then we've tried to keep in touch. And so I'm going to bring him in, and we'll see what he's been up to.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good down here in.
So you're
in Medellin.
Oh, Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, staying safe and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. We've got we've had lockdown since basically March. So thankfully my office is right next to the house, and so I've had the ability to keep going to work, keep operating the studio, keep the computers running, all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, that's cool. And like I was saying, last time we talked back in 2018, it was in your the videos you did with the Batman characters dancing in the Batcave kind of blew up on the internet.
Yeah, it was pretty surprising because I think before then nothing that we put on the internet ever was seen. So I was like, oh, whoa, that happens. The really cool thing that happened actually as a result of that is that we got contacted by Warner Brothers and the consumer products, and we were approached to actually produce a video for Batman's 80th anniversary for last year. So we got to do a whole thing for the DC Kids YouTube channel, where we it was a little bit of started off as kind of a birthday cake appears in the Batcave.
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on bringing it up right now.
Sure. And then he uses his detective skills, and then a bit to see if it's safe or not. But
yeah. Let's see. There we go. Share, and we'll hit professionalism right here. There we go. So there we go. Yeah, it's hey, look, it's Batman in the Bat cake. So let's see if I can turn that down a little bit. So tell me a little bit about the doing this for Warner Brothers.
Well, it was a really cool process actually. They were pretty great to work with. They gave us a lot of freedom to create. So we were able to we developed the story with them. It had to be something that didn't have dialogue because they serve so many different regions, and so we had to come up with a story that just was more celebratory and fun and getting to create. But they kind of really let us run wild with it and everything. So, but there was a lot of back and forth between them, and so it was. I mean, we got to play with all these characters, so it was fun. And
I think if I remember correctly, you went on and were asking people which characters that you think they would like to see included. Is that correct?
We were doing that on our Instagram. Yeah, we were kind of asking people who they wanted to see next, dancing and things like that. So a lot of these characters were from votes. Make sure we had. That's kind of how we ended up with Kite Man.
Yeah, and this was you premiered this at WonderCon, correctly?
Yeah, it was premiered at WonderCon.
Yep.
And the coolest thing for me was when they were telling me that oh yeah, we're showing it to Jim Lee. I'm like what? I mean, that guy was my like comic book hero growing up, and so it was cool to be able to see that our video and the work that we're doing was making the rounds there and being appreciated by the team, DC and Warner Brothers.
And you also met Burt Ward at San Diego, is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, that was awesome. I was able to actually show him the video because I had it on my tablet, and the guy gave me his phone number. I have a phone number to the bat phone now. He inherited it, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. I mean, just for one to meet him, but then two for him to like appreciate our work and want to connect more about possible animation. I got to later have a phone call with his wife and talk about their dog food brand and that kind of stuff. It was awesome. It was awesome.
So, what have you guys been working on since then? What's the new project?
Well, we've been kind of developing. What we kind of noticed was that that style that we did with Batman's pretty popular, and we actually have had various interests. It hasn't come to fruition yet about possible like collectible line, figurines, possibly with that style. There's some interest in Japan on that.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
And so what we've been doing is we kind of made it sort of a brand called Bacano Go. Bacano means cool in Colombian slang, and the Go is kind of because they're dancing, it's action, it's fun, energetic, and so we created a TikTok account where we're kind of having them dance online, dance to this is like Harley doing one of the TikTok dances. So we've got them kind of doing various trends. We also have a library of Batman characters. We also have a library of anime, probably about 80 so in our library. There's Luffy. And it's just we've been kind of having fun, really just trying to engage with people that are from different fandoms, even Christian fandoms of Jesus. But yeah, just kind of, we actually, what we do is we actually use a motion capture suit. And so some of these dances are a professional dancer that comes in. Some might be me. But we record it, clean up the animation, things like that. Here's an example where we're kind of inviting people to vote which character they'd like to see in the next dance. I think Naruto was the winner, and then Voltron was second. So they both got their own videos. This is Alfred finally giving in and doing the IE challenge.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the anime characters, but I mean, I recognize, I know I've seen them, but
well, and that's the interesting thing, because the anime came from one because we had interest in Japan, but also anime is actually very popular here in Latin America. Because it gets kind of both like U.S. and Japanese animation, so they a lot of people grow up with anime just as their normal characters that they know and love.
Now this was the one that kind of this is probably one of the newer ones, right?
Let's get a little Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
It's Yo Perrero Sola. It's a Bad Bunny song, and it's like dancing by yourself. And since he's in jail, that's pretty much all he can. But we had to do him. We had to do him.
I kind of like this one. The Joker in the hamster ball.
He's social distancing, can't touch this.
No, I didn't recognize this one. I know it's
This is J Balvin. So he's a huge reggaeton singer. He actually performed at the Super Bowl on the halftime show. So he actually saw it and commented on it. So that's actually the really cool thing about TikTok is that some of the characters that people that we've done have seen it and appreciated the work. We did another singer and dancer, this one Montana Tucker, and she wrote how obsessed she was with it. This is her new song that we did her dancing to. So, and that's the fun thing about the style is that we really can, play with it.
Now, how long does it take to do one, at least just one of these characters?
The illustration process takes about, I want to say 2 days. Oh, by the way, this video with Two-Face has 740,000 views.
Wow.
He exploded in like Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, Russia. It's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
But the process, the illustration, because we do the front and the side, we have several base models with different body types that we use that helps keep it consistent, both as illustration and 3D models. So once we work on the illustration and get the side and profile and front views, we'll model. Sometimes the modeling can take about, I would say maybe a day and a half, 2 for complex characters. Maybe 3 for like Voltron or something like that.
Yeah.
And then depending on the animation, little hot dog got a surprise for you.
I'm gonna have to mark this one not safe for children now.
Yeah. It's blurred out. It's totally blurred out. There's just only more ketchup and mustard down there.
Yeah.
No, but like then kind of when we have the animation, like if we're doing our own motion capture, maybe we do about a day worth of motion capture where we record a lot of different dances. We figure out the best, cleanest version because these characters have different proportions. So obviously their heads are bigger. So if you're normally moving, your hand could go through the head. So we maybe take about a day or so to clean it up and with the render. So if we're modeling a character from scratch and then taking it to completion with the dance, it might take about a week. Once we have the character in the library, then a cleaned up dance could take maybe just a day. So, yeah.
And I also noticed that you guys were featured on John Krasinski's Some Good News a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
How did that come to happening?
Well, we noticed that they were doing a lot of fan art and like featuring that, and they had. We thought it'd be cool if we made them a show open, and so we put some stuff together. We pulled some of the list. Some of it we had a library of dances. The other stuff was a mixture of library or me shaking my booty. But the main thing is that we really wanted to contribute to like kind of the positivity going on, because Bacano Go and our brand is really about fun and positivity. It's about just enjoying life, our fandoms, the things that we care about. And I think that when we saw this, we were like, hey, let's contribute here. And we made it, we showed it to them, they loved it, and they featured it in an episode with Oprah and Steven Spielberg and Jon Stewart as Lala. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
So now you guys do, more than just the dancing characters. You do, stuff for companies and stuff like that, correct?
Yeah, totally.
So are like the dancers just kind of like your fun little projects that you do to kind of help you stay motivated in the
Yeah, well, I mean, like for one, I think the reason we've kind of we do a lot of the dancing characters is just that it's enjoyable. Like everyone kind of loves dancing, whether they admit it or not. And I think it's fun to see characters that you love, kind of being cool or being joyful. And so every time we make it, it's like, oh, this is so much fun. But at the same time, it's also really good learning experiences where we learn how to merge motion capture. We learn how to bring it to life, how to clean it, add facial expressions. So there's all these actually learning opportunities in it where it's strengthening and sharpening our skills. And a lot of times we will involve our interns in that. So it helps them grow in a way that's repeatable, because every character has their own challenge, especially like Pikachu or like all the characters with different bodies. So it's kind of like there's always like an area where you can strengthen the skill. We for commercial projects, we've done stuff for like Harlequin Trade Publishing, where we made their archetype, the cowboy, Viking, prince.
Yeah.
And for them, instead of it going all like the sexy route, which is kind of like sort of the negative stereotypes that they're used to receiving, they really enjoyed working with us to kind of make them those archetypes fun, endearing, cute. So that's become a little bit of our niche. Is kind of like a playful, joyful kind of toyetic characters.
Oh, that's what we need right now. So, any plans to kind of branch out and do other comic book characters, or try something new? I don't know, just
we
like Marvel or.
We already have Deadpool. Deadpool's gonna be the one that breaks us into Marvel. He's just the one that you can do so much stuff with, and it's fun. Because you can kind of see him do whatever. I think we're kind of thinking of what we're trying to play with is we'll probably do a little bit of seasons on TikTok, because right now what we're noticing is that we've got a lot of different characters and it's mixing the fan groups. So I think what we will probably do is maybe limit some of our character lines to kind of figure out like maybe what are the most ones that get the most interaction. But we'll be probably doing some more Batman and the Bat family and his villains. Cool. And I think that we'll probably be doing like some Deadpool and maybe some of the Spider-Man group.
You'll have to do have Harley Quinn and Joker's new girlfriend Punchline to have a dance off.
We do have a video coming at some point of Harley and Poison Ivy.
Okay. Hey. So where can people go to find your stuff? Back can go.
Well, for one, if you go to Monster Truck Ninja at Instagram, Monster Truck Ninja, there's a link to at Bacano Go there, and it can take you there. And you can, if you have TikTok, you can use that profile to find us. Obviously, monstertruckninja.com. Facebook, we're at Monster Truck Ninja. So Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely include these those links in the in the description so people can find it easily.
Cool. And one of the things I think that we're excited about trying to do as well is like as we kind of grow, like in the last couple of months, we grew to about 12,000 followers on TikTok. And we're, I think one of the things that people have seen is like, oh, make this character, or oh, make me. So I think that we might do some competitions every once in a while, or little contests where we might actually make a fan into a character and have them dance with a character from our library of their choosing. So
I was going to say, what does a guy have to do to get an intro? But it was good catching up with you. I know it's been forever since we actually met, in person. That was probably early 2000s.
Yeah, probably.
if it was at least 2005 because I had already moved up to Albany. So, but it was good to talk to you and catch up with you. And if you have any other projects that you would like to talk about, then you're more than welcome to come on and we'll go through the dances.
Awesome.
And I'll if I can, I remember last time you sent me some of the some pictures about kind of your process for building the models. So I'll try to maybe find some way to include those here too, so people can check that out.
Sure, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but thanks for taking the time, and stay safe, stay healthy, and just let us. Of course, I'll be following to see what you guys are up to, but let us know if what's up, and we'll touch base on down the road.
For sure. Good talking,
Alrighty.
Good seeing your face.
Hey, I shaved. All right.
Was that yesterday?
Oh no! Just go on the Facebook page and you'll see what it looked like.
Okay.
All righty. Have a good evening.
All right. You too.
All right. Later.